Hello, everybody. Welcome to the February Patreon first episode.
Wee woo wow wow yeah. Avoiding copyright yet again.
Yeah, I'll post about. I'm probably gonna have to end up like posting an Instagram story being like, because all we copyright claimed for like 15 episodes, and I have to go back and edit the music, like shave off some seconds because all these Hollywood record songs just Hollywood's records is
Our
killing us.
bitches.
But so I'm gonna have to re-upload the episodes and they're probably all gonna move to the top of the podcast feed. And these are episodes from like 2017, 2018. So I'm gonna have to
And
be
I
like,
mean, you're
hey,
hearing about it first, podcast listeners.
like I'm gonna have to be like, hey, if you see a bunch of old ass episodes at
No,
the
you
top of
didn't.
your feed, it's because of this. So, but you know what? It gives
Word.
people an opportunity to revisit if they forgot they existed, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's valid. I think.
But yes, I was singing the theme song to Even Stevens. 'Cause that's what we're talking about today.
Let's Gucci.
I should get my notebook, huh?
Oh God, not
um,
this.
Even Stevens is our first show of the 2000s.
It's the one. She is coming. She is the one.
Miley Cyrus, she is coming.
She is thumbing. She has thumbs.
Okay, I got my notebook. LOL. I forgot to grab it beforehand because I was dealing with copyright infringement.
You clown. Sometimes you
Like,
just have to get infringed.
like, why claim it all of a sudden now? It's from
Because
like 2018. Like, who
it's
cares?
the Joe, Sarah, it's
Who
the
cares
Joe
if we
Bros.
played
They're money
17?
grabbing.
Who cares if we played 17 seconds of Demi Lovato's uh, and until you're
What?
what's it called? Until you're caught something?
Until
Whatever.
until you're
And
found out for murder.
until I kidnap you? Like, why now? You should be
Money
happy that we're
grabber.
you should be happy that we're like highlighting the Demi hidden tracks.
Yeah.
These ones that people don't talk about, you know?
The ones that no one really liked, but you gave us anyways.
The one that no one remembers. They should be so happy.
Clamoring.
I'm gonna tweet at Demi and Demi's gonna say, I don't
I'm
care.
gay. Oh.
No, Demi's gonna be like, Hollywood Records delete. Like, I don't give a shit if these two freaks are playing this song on their podcast.
It's like we're not even making money off of it.
I know, like that's the thing. Like, and we're not even playing that much. Like, it's not even like we played like a minute, like half the song. We literally played like maybe 20 seconds instead of 15. And think that
So
people
you
would
did this.
they think that people would rather go listen to our podcast
Then listen to the song.
than go stream the song. Exactly.
Mary, let
So,
me tell you something. People
sorry.
can illegally download your shit. The least you should worry about is a little podcast like us who doesn't even get sponsored by mattresses.
My purple mattress.
I'm still waiting for you, Casper. Show up.
Okay, so as our first show of the 2000s is Even Stevens, and let me tell you about it in case
Tell
you
me about
forgot
it.
the iconery that was this show. Even
Oh, God.
Stevens is an American comedy television series that originally aired on Disney Channel from June 17th, 2000 to June 2nd, 2003,
Work.
airing a total of 65 episodes over 3 seasons. Remember, Disney had the 65 episodes rule. They didn't let your show go past 65 until That's So Raven, I
They
believe.
said she did it. She managed to do it somehow.
Mm-hmm. This show follows the life of the Stevens family, living in suburban Sacramento, California, which you're going to this weekend.
Yeah. I'm going to Sacramento this weekend. If I wake up on, if I shut up and put my money where my mouth is, that's how I wake up on Wednesday, not feeling sick.
If I don't
Um,
miss my plane,
yeah, if I
if they
don't,
don't change my gates,
I mean, it's Southwest. I trust them.
they always
Yes,
change their fucking
yes,
gates.
there was a scandal. Blah blah blah. Whatever, whatever. Shut the fuck up. Southwest has never done me dirty. If anything, they told me that I pissed my pants when I spilled my Sprite on myself, and that was funny.
They've done Jared dirty.
Well, maybe Jared should have not flown during the holiday. No, I don't know. People need
I
to
don't
stop
know
flying
who's
during the
to blame
holidays. Stop
here.
visiting your family. Just Skype them. Do 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 do. What was I saying?
Do 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 do
You're gonna
do.
get copyrighted. What was I saying?
Sacramento, you're going there to the
Oh
land of the
yeah,
Stevens.
yeah. I'll let you know because let me tell you, when I was in Sacramento, it did not look like this. It did not
Mm-hmm.
look like this little suburban that they're in. Looked very
Two
farmland to me.
two iconic pieces of media that came out of Sacramento: Lady Bird and this.
And me.
Did you come out of there?
No, because I went there and then I came back, so I came out of there.
Okay, well, the show mainly focuses on the clashing personalities of its two younger children, Ren and Lewis.
Woo!
Of course, of course.
Of
The series
course.
was produced by Brookwell McNamara Entertainment. It is generally remembered for starring an adolescent Shia LaBeouf before he achieved mainstream success as an actor and out himself as being a piece of shit. They didn't
I
put
was
that on
gonna say
Wikipedia. I added that myself. The show also features fast motion photography, which it employs in every episode
it sure does.
when they're going down the hallway.
When they're going, yeah,
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about that, but that was in like, yeah, it was in every episode, and it was like a main aspect of the show.
it was there. It was there. It fast camera motion is to Even Stevens as woo woo yeah yeah. It's the Hannah Montana.
Oh, oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or Wizards of Waverly Place, do, 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 do,
The
in front of the
dancing.
green screen.
Yeah. Did That's a Raven have one? It had the do go
Bow,
do
bow,
do
bow,
do
bow,
do.
bow, 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 and it would show shots of San Francisco,
Yeah.
like the Fisherman's Wharf. And then when I went there and I saw the Fisherman's Wharf, I was like, oh my God, that's that crab from So Raven.
Oh my
Iconic.
god.
Um, so this show ended up having a Disney Channel original movie, obviously, the Even Stevens movie, which premiered on June 13th, 2003, and served as the series finale for the show, airing a couple weeks after the final episode of Even Stevens. So
Fuck.
this show was created by Matt Dearborn, and
Was
also
born
wrote
from a
on
deer.
he also wrote on shows like Beverly Hills 90210, Erie, Indiana, Parker Lewis Can't Lose, Secret World of Alex Mack, Bill of the Future, and
Iconic.
also co-created the show Zeke and Luther on Disney XD.
A show that I did not watch.
Mm-hmm. Me neither.
I need to brush my
That was when
teeth.
they were like trying to launch Disney XD and do all these originals and make it. It was all Disney XD was all about like skateboarding and extreme stuff.
It was like stupid boys do stupid things kind of thing. But let me tell you, no one watched.
No one watched. The show did get nominated for some Emmy Awards. Actually, won in 2003. Shia LaBeouf won a Daytime Emmy. Um, but also just the show in general got nominated for a couple of years for Outstanding Children's Series. Didn't win though. They did win
Wow.
a BAFTA award for Best International. Doesn't say what, it just says Best International.
Best International. You know, sometimes you just have to win Best International.
Sometimes you have to be the best international. So, like we said, this show, it's about this family in Sacramento, the Stevens family, and we got the
Stevens
kids.
family.
Welcome, Stevens family. We got the kids, Lewis and Ren. So Ren is played by Christy Carlson Romano. She is an eighth grader in the beginning of the show. She's middle sibling. We have Donnie, who's older, who looked like he was in college, but he's actually in high school. The
27-year-old
biggest
man.
the biggest lie that was ever told to us on Disney Channel was that he's in high school. Like at the end of the movie, when they say like he went off to college, I'm like, what?
No, he's going off to college. Ren is graduating high school.
Yeah, she graduates high school in the movie. Or graduates, no, she graduates junior high in the movie. She's
This
going
is
to
so
high school.
fucking whack.
Yeah. So the show, um,
Sorry, I'm blowing my nose again.
you're good. The show starts where like Lewis is supposed to be a middle school like we went to, like 7, 8, 9. Or wait, maybe 6, 7, 8. It says it's a 3-year middle school, so maybe 6, 7, 8. Um,
That's so
but
weird that middle school starts at 6 at some points.
it's supposed to be that Lewis is in 7th grade. Lewis and his friends are in 7th grade. Ren is in 8th grade. And then I think mid season 2, Lewis and his friends are in 8th grade, and then Ren is in okay, no, so it has to be 7, 8, 9 because she's in 9th grade then.
Because
So
7,
there
8,
is
9.
there is 3 seasons, but it only covers 2 years of them in school. So that's interesting. But so Ren,
What?
played by Christy Carlson Romano, who went on to be in Kim Possible, obviously, as well as Cadet Kelly on Disney Channel. But so she is an intelligent, well-behaved perfectionist 8th grader. She's the middle sibling and only daughter. She's the classic overachiever, constantly running for hall monitor and class president while trying to keep Lewis's
Hall
schemes
monitor.
from becoming disasters and ruining her good girl reputation. Despite her annoyance of Lewis, Red does care for her brother's well-being and will often help him get out of trouble. She's the head of the newscaster. She's the head newscaster for the Wombat Report. Spent a few weeks cheerleading. She's the editor of the school newspaper and the yearbook, a straight A student, Principal Wexler's highly valued student.
A
I
singer
always
in
thought
a
that was
band.
weird. I always thought it was weird that he favored Ren so much. The
He,
principal.
yeah. She I don't know. I had something and then it just stopped.
Okay. I love that this points out she distresses by singing karaoke because, like I said, that's an iconic episode to me. Is
Oh,
when
that's
she was
right.
secretly singing ABBA karaoke at that Japanese restaurant.
Yes. And
Amazing.
then isn't that how they like discover that she can sing and then they put her as the band leader later on?
Maybe. Um,
Like that leads to the other one.
then we have Lewis Stevens, played by Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf then, he later went on to do like he was in Hounded and he was in True Confessions on Disney Channel.
Started doing a
But
bunch of shit.
and then, went on to have a big career doing a bunch of movies, some blockbuster movies. And then we found out that he is a terrible person and we support FKA Twigs. That's what we'll say. Um, but Lewis is the young Steven sibling. He's viewed as immature, rude, lazy, selfish, carefree, and extremely mischievous. He concocts elaborate schemes and inventions to make his life easier. His entire family is viewed as perfect next to him, which Lewis resents. He's always playing pranks with his best friend Alan Twitty. His parents seem to favor Ren and Donnie because of their successes, but his parents do love him. Do they?
I
Lewis
mean,
tends Lewis tends to do gross things, especially if it annoys Ren. Lewis still cares for his sister and will sometimes help and support her. Tawny Dean becomes his girlfriend at the end of the series. I do
Tanya
remember that.
Dean.
That was a big deal, like that episode where they accidentally kiss,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're like, "Oh, we should date because we've secretly had feelings for each other like the whole time."
That's when we start hearing. This was friends forever, but now I think it's something
Something
totally
totally
new.
new. Sure.
Yeah.
Um, Don, like I said, is apparently in high school, even though
I don't know how, but he is.
let's look at age. So like Christy Carlson Romano is 38 now, and Nick Spano is 46 now.
Nick Spano was in his 20s playing a high schooler. The
Um,
classic high school adult.
I
He's
will
what,
say we follow
46?
um yeah, 46.
He was 26 at the end of the series.
He we follow Nick Spano on Instagram. I think he still has it. He opened up of like a cafe or something. But
What?
he's also very like liberal and supports good things. And so I'm glad that while Shia LaBeouf turned out to be a piece of shit in some regards, at least Nick Spano seems to be a cool person. So it's cool. You would
What
love
a
him.
fucking man. I love him. How do you
Hmm.
spell his name?
Nick Spano,
Found it.
Spano.
Oh, this is him. He's balding.
Hmm.
I was like, who's this man in this picture with beans?
And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, so they posted pictures because it looks like they're gonna do an Even Stevens rewatch podcast with Beans, Donnie, and Ren.
That's
Um,
cool. Oh God, he's so hot.
Everyone's getting in on these rewatch podcasts. So
And
yeah.
whose idea do you think that was? Nick Spano or infamous YouTuber to bring back
She
every
probably
child star?
yeah, she probably called them. And we'll get to Beans in a minute. But so Steve Stevens is their dad. Um, I just saw him again. I had to do HR training again. Like it's like every 6 months we have to do the like harassment training. So I saw that training video again where he's like transphobic and racist in
Iconic.
our like
Every
training video, and I'm like, Steve Stevens, no.
He's in fucking Transformers 3. Did you know that?
And isn't he in the Raps? He's in everything.
Like he's
He's one of
he's
those
like
guys you see him everywhere.
you will miss and you will blink and you miss him, but like he's everywhere.
Hmm. And then Eileen Stevens is the mom, played by Donna Pescow. So Eileen is a no nonsense Jewish American state senator who launched a campaign for the House of Representatives in 2002 and was narrowly defeated. Okay,
Narrowly.
narrowly. Um,
Ye
Donna
verily.
Pescow, actually, years ago, I watched Saturday Night Fever, and she's in that, um, which was like shocking, but also like trigger warning. Like her whole part at the end is like her like almost getting assaulted, and I'm like, excuse me?
Oh
This
my
was the
God.
last thing I was fucking expecting was to see the Even Stevens mom in peril in this film. Um, we have Titty.
Ellen Titties?
Alan Titties, Ellen Tweedy, played by AJ Trouth, who is Lewis's closest best friend. They're always scheming. Um, we love
They're
that.
schemers, they're scheming.
AJ Trouth, they're always picking these kids from these shows, trying to get them into DComs and other stuff. So AJ Trouth went to be on and You Wish. He was also playing Josh Mankey on Kim Possible. And then of course his band sang the theme song for American Dragon, Jake Long, before
Um,
Jonas Brothers did the remake version.
okay, but like the original sounded so good.
Mm-hmm. And they did a song for the Herbie Fully Loaded soundtrack, I believe.
They're so iconic. Okay, can I tell you something controversial?
Sure.
I kind of hated when the Jonas Brothers covered the song.
I get that.
Because all I could hear is fucking Nick Jonas going, American Dragon. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Tawny Dean is Lewis's female best friend and eventually his girlfriend. Tawny at first has no friends and is an outsider until she meets Lewis. She usually dresses in goth clothing, unlike her classmates, and refuses to conform with others' trivial pursuits. She's usually the voice of reason. She's played by Margot Harshman, who we just saw not too long ago in College Road Trip. She's also in Fired Up. Remember that movie, Fired Up?
Yes, fired up.
Yes. Some recurring characters that like Oh wait, okay, I forgot Ruby, who's Ren's best friend, who isn't in this episode because we, for some reason, in the pilot have some random best friend who we like never see again.
Who?
Um,
Oh, the Asian girl?
yeah, with like, the really high
Yeah.
pitched voice.
And then
Yeah,
we get the other two girls later, right?
yeah, we get the. Isn't one of them Lisa Foyles from All That? There was
I can't.
like, yeah, they were like two girls that was like high pitched excited about everything.
Yeah,
But
we I just
Ruby,
remember the one's voice who's we I don't know if we should be doing this, Rain. Like she's like southern-ish. I don't know. I don't know.
well, Ruby, I loved because she had a heavy Brooklyn accent. Ruby was
There
the
it's its
shit.
Brooklyn accent. I thought it
Ruby
was
was so
southern.
cool. Yeah, she's Ren's best friend. I fucking loved her on this show. And I follow Lauren Frost on Instagram too. I think she's doing like fashion stuff. Like I feel like I remember she was selling stuff at like the Pasadena gift thing that they
Fashion
do
exhibit.
sometimes. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, she's cool. But recurring characters and like so many of these are iconic. Tom Grabowski, I could forget. He's
Tom.
Lewis's nerdy. It says best friend. I don't know if he's a best
I don't know
friend,
about that. I don't know about the wording in that.
but we love Tom. He, of course, in the movie, he had the boat that helped
Hop on my
Tawny and
dinghy.
Cody get to Catalina. Um, I just always loved him. I thought he was super fun. Um, oh, you're right. There is Monique Taylor, Ren's other
Yes.
best friend. She has a strong Southern accent.
Okay, so see, I mixed them up. One of them is
Mhm.
Brooklyn, one of them is Southern. Yes, 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 yes. I kind of
Everyone
combined
has,
them in my head.
yeah, everyone has to have an accent. Nelson, who was Ren's childhood best friend, he showed up and he was like allergic to everything. He was a dork, and everyone kind of made fun of Ren. I remember there was like the ice skating episode where like she didn't want to be seen with him. But yeah, he's this little black boy.
She's a bitch.
He's fluent in French. Um, yeah.
Iconic.
Beans, Aaron Garen, the
Aaron
Steve
Barron.
Aaron Garen.
Oh, but
The Stevens' extremely annoying neighbor who comes into their home uninvited, makes himself at home, and refuses to leave. His love for bacon is a recurring theme. Um, yes, we love.
I wish that were me.
We also have Larry Beale, who was Ren's rival at school. He, of course, Ty Hodges played him, and he went on to be in Don't Look Under the Bed. Um,
I thought it was Larry Touch. Who's Larry Touchman?
Larry Richmond is on that Lizzie McGuire.
Oh, work.
We'll get there. There's a lot of Larrys. It's a popular name on Disney
I'm
Channel.
tired of it.
Um, but in the movie, he hinted that he might have romantic feelings for her as he shows a bit of jealousy when it showed that Ren was sharing a kiss with an actor, with Mutai.
Yes.
I
What
never
an icon.
necessarily thought that he had feelings for her, but interesting. Coach
I think
Tugnut,
he was just. Oh, is it when he screams?
I guess. I
If
think
anything, the fucking
a
principal
Larry,
wanted red.
I think a Larry and Ren ship edited this Wikipedia.
Oh
Um,
God.
Yeah. And then we have Coach Tugnut, the gym coach who's always so fun, Lewis, but loves Donnie. He can't get enough of
Everyone,
Donnie.
every teacher loves one of these siblings, but not Lewis.
We mentioned Principal Wexler, who favors Ren over the other students, which is interesting. Carla and Marla are the two friends that I'm thinking of. And I'm right. Lisa Foyles and Kristen Leigh Jones. Two girls who look up to Ren. Yeah, they're like probably seventh grade, but they look up to her. They work together on the newspaper staff. Bobby Deaver, who could forget Bobby Deaver, who is Ren's middle school crush and then boyfriend. He appeared in 7 episodes. And of course, we all remember that Ren broke up with Bobby after Lewis told her that he was cheating on her by dating Mandy Sanchez, a rival of Ren's.
Was that a
Mhm.
lie?
No, it really happened. It's
Oh
because
shit.
he like caught it on tape.
He caught it on candid camera.
He caught it and he caught him in 4K. He caught
Wait,
it.
is that when is that the plot of is that involving the plot of the movie where he keeps reminding her that they broke up? Is that same guy?
No, that's Gil, which doesn't
With
come
one
till
L or
later.
two?
Gil was the guy who she meets on the beach. And then they did, and then yes, they broke up in the movie. But Bobby Deaver was she had a crush on him for so long. Then they get together, and I think it's the episode where like Lewis and Ren are competing on this like trivia show,
Yes,
and
yes, the one
and
with
they
the
have
yes.
Woody's like you it's when you have to like psych her out, and so that he wants her to like he wants Lewis to show her this tape of Bobby with the other girl, and then Lewis decides not to. He shows her it instead of on the show. He shows her in private, and then Ren breaks up with Bobby.
He's such a good sibling because the way if it was a friend, because I don't care about my siblings enough to do this, but oop, uh but if it was a friend, I would do it on live TV
Why?
just for drama.
Oh my God. Also, Ivan, it says, is a recurring character. I don't know if you remember him. He was Larry Beale's sidekick, his yes man. And it's the guy who was in Not Another Teen Movie as the kid. He was obsessed with Lainey in that movie. Do you remember him? That skinny white kid?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's the guy who plays Ivan in this show. I do recall him. And it's not listed on here, but Johnny Tsunami, Brandon Baker, his name, the guy who played Johnny Capahala,
don't ask me.
he was in the early seasons, maybe just the first season and maybe just a couple episodes, but he played um like a kid in Lewis's grade who like also had a crush on Connie, and he was like the cool kid, and Lewis was like jealous of him. I feel like his
That
character was
that
named Zach or
checks.
something,
That checks, honestly.
but he was in there. Um, the show was originally produced as a show called Spivey's Kid Brother.
Who
So
the fuck is Spivey?
I think that was gonna be their last name, maybe.
That's so hideous.
And this says, you know how
No offense if you have that name.
we mentioned briefly at the end of like maybe our last Patreon episode that like they filmed a pilot for Even Stevens and then they reworked it, and so they have flashback scenes to that original pilot in the final episode of season 1 when Ren and Lewis are stuck on the Ferris wheel. And I guess in the flashbacks there, you can see that they had to dub over them saying Spivey and they had to put in Stevens. Um, Marty, why are you barking, my guy? Anyways, but the pilot was filmed in July 1999 and then later picked up by Disney Channel as Even Stevens. Um, Shia LaBeouf and Christy Carlson Romano are the only two actors to appear in all 65 episodes of the show. In 2002, an iconic episode of the show aired. We might have to do it. Let us know if you want us to do this one. It's our next one for Patreon because this did change the game. The musical episode, Influenza the Musical.
Fever. Oh yeah. Influencer the musical.
Yes, it aired as part of the second season. Several cast members had backgrounds on Broadway as well as professional dance training. Um,
Who the
and so
fuck?
they they did this episode, and then the success of it, this obviously wasn't the first TV show to do a musical. Like Buffy did one, and I'm sure other shows did, but for Disney Channel this was the first one. And so it ended up
And it
doing so well that they did it on Not So Raven. They did a musical episode, and then apparently that led to High School Musical. Like um the
the
president of Disney Channel
connective
at
tissue back to Even Stevens.
the president of Disney Channel at the time says that it would not have been possible um for High School Musical to be made without the success of this Even Stevens episode.
That's crazy.
So
That's
Zac
fucking
Efron, you owe it all to this, baby.
Listen
You
here, you
owe it
little
all to this.
fucking High School Musical stands. If you're out here being like, I don't like Even Stevens, well, shut the fuck up and go watch it because you deserve your entire fucking obsession to these people. Who would
What's
Zac Efron be without High School Musical?
what's your history with this show,
It's
Juan?
iconic. One, I didn't know that. Well, let's take that, rewind it back,
One, I
because
didn't know his name was Lewis.
I who knew? No, I didn't know Tweety's name was Alan. It like fucked me up when I heard his name being said like, "Hey, Alan." I was like, "Who the fuck is Alan?"
Alan Titty.
By that girl in the hallway. Um, Como se dice? I didn't have cable until like, again, bringing the story up. I didn't have cable until maybe when maybe like late elementary school, right? Like
Mhm.
like when DirecTV was a thing, like when it was at its apex, that's when I had
Probably like '06, '05. I don't know.
something, yeah, something like that. Definitely
'07.
way after the fucking show was over, right? Like
Yeah.
once the show was gone. Um, and so I didn't know all of these were reruns. Because did the
Hmm.
movie come out immediately after?
Yeah, it came out like a week or two after the show.
Oh, then I probably got it around that time because I do remember that being a thing.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Either way, I grew up with cable and on a back catalog where like people already knew these shows, and I was like, Are these new episodes?" And it's not.
Hmm.
It was completely just reruns for me. Um, but I remember this was so iconic. One, because I loved all of Steven. No, that's not his name. All of Lewis's inventions. Like
Hmm.
as a child, I don't know if you had this urge, but like I wanted to be an inventor, like as
And
a
that's why
child.
you went to school and studied engineering.
Yeah, and that's why now I'm a rocket scientist at NASA, and this is just a side gig that I do for fun.
Hmm.
I'm actually rich.
Art is
Um,
just to make some spending money, but you pay the
yeah,
bills with your engineering degree.
yeah. I'm right now. I'm working on a. I mean, it's classified. I can't tell you what I'm working on right now, but let me tell you, Jupiter, we ain't getting stupider.
Hmm.
Um, uh, but so yeah, no, I remember watching this, but like as reruns. I didn't know that all this shit had already happened. I didn't even I This is my first time watching the first episode, by the way. I had never seen
Hmm.
this on Disney Channel. Um,
It is an
but
old one.
no, it's so good. Like it's just I'm gonna state this now. This is the blueprint. Like this is when Disney Channel hit the mark and said, "This is how every show is gonna be based off of from here on out." Like
Hmm.
every show going forward is gonna be based off of Even Stevens, because no show in the past felt like this.
Hmm.
Like when you watch those when you watch the first couple episodes that we have watched, at least the first episode of me, um, they don't feel anything like Even Stevens. And
Hmm.
this feels like Disney. Like when I was watching this, I was like, oh, this is it. Like this is
Hmm.
Disney Channel. Like this is how it fucking this is the one. I am the
This
one.
is it.
Yeah, no, it's so good. But no, I remember growing up with this, and like I have a couple memories in my head that are really iconic, but I just remember the theme song. The theme song is what
Which is just all instrumental.
claymation, just claymation instrumental,
Can you
nothing more,
believe
nothing
all
less.
the work that went into that intro?
Too
Claymation?
fucking crazy, too
That's
insane.
wild. But you're right, like I think the shows before this all kind of had a gimmick. Like the Jersey, it was, there were supernatural elements. So weird, obviously. Jet Jackson, there was gimmick of like he's an action
He's an
star, but he
actor,
goes to
yeah.
school. Bug Juice, obviously, that's a different thing entirely. Like Flash Forward is the most like Even Stevens. This feels like they kind of learned from Flash Forward and then revamped it a little bit and kind of had like, okay, they're instead of best friends, they're siblings, but like we're still getting these kids at middle school. Like it kind of felt like maybe a little bit of inspiration from Flash Forward, but like perfecting it.
Yeah, like it definitely, ah, it's so good. It's just so beautiful.
To
Sarah, how
me,
about
like
you?
this forever has been one of my top five Disney Channel shows. I think this is maybe the funniest. Like this and That's So Raven to me were the funniest shows on Disney Channel. And I think I've talked about this before that like That's So Raven felt like they took the comedy of Even Stevens and like the heart of Lizzie McGuire and like the life lessons in that. Because Even Stevens wasn't really about life lessons, it was about just being funny and getting doing wacky stuff. And it feels like That's So Raven, they kind of combine those and put them together to be
Yeah.
the an amazing show. But yeah, Even Stevens, I love the show and like I did watch it growing up. I remember like so many of these episodes. I rewatched it before Disney Plus ever happened. I rewatched it like through YouTube. I would like download, those uploads that people would put up. I remember like one summer at work, like I would just play it for the kids. They don't want to watch blurry ass episodes of Even Stevens, but I wanted to. I was trying to, be smart with my time. So I would make
Yeah.
them watch some like old 480p episodes of Even Stevens. They're like, "Can we watch something else?" I'm like, "No, you can't.
You said
You
this is
can't.
not I'm not at work for you. I'm at work for me.
No. If I'm gonna be here, we're gonna watch my show, so I don't have to watch it when I get home. I've already watched it. Um, but this first episode, this pilot, swap.com, aired June 17th, 2000, which is a day after my birthday. This means I just turned 5
Wow,
while
happy
living it
birthday to you.
up. I think that's my birthday where I was at Peter Piper Pizza in Scottsdale across from the skate park. I got some Digimon stuff, like my Digivice. It was kind of a
Oh
baller
my
year for me.
God. You were
Yeah,
thriving.
I was thriving. This episode was written by Eric Van Lowe. He also wrote the second episode and maybe some more. And then directed, of course, by Paul Hoen. Of course,
Oh God.
the king himself. And I looked through and he did direct at least one episode of each season, a couple and like a different ones. Speaking of Gil, we were talking about earlier, the episode where Ren meets him at the beach, Paul Hoen directed that episode where she
What a
thinks he's a
legend.
merman.
What a legend.
What a
What a fucking
legend.
legend.
The logline for
Wait, a
this episode,
merman.
she thinks he's a merman. That was the whole thing.
Didn't Paul Hoen also direct the 13th year?
No,
Oh shit, never mind. Okay, fuck.
I don't believe so.
I
Um,
was gonna say, whoa.
the plot of this episode is Lewis trades a date with Ren to Ernie Morton for a trading card. Meanwhile, Ren needs volunteer time to be the number one student. Taking advantage of this, Lewis tells Ren that Ernie is part of an adopt friend program to get her to spend time with him. So this episode, um, like we said, we have the iconic intro right off
Hmm.
the bat, claymation. Um, and we see this old ass man who like he's always an old man in shows doing that boring voice. He's
Okay,
the teacher
class.
in
Yeah.
Lewis's class. And we see that
And
Lewis is on. Oh yeah, go ahead.
he's teaching about Afghanistan. He
Oh
said, would you look
yeah.
at Afghanistan? And I said, would you
It,
look at her?
it was that era.
Everyone was about Everyone was all about Afghanistan.
Everyone, yeah. The late 90s, everyone was going off about Afghanistan. But so we see that Lewis is looking on the computer at a Roaring Drycon card, which felt like they're trying,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
yeah, they're like their way of doing a Yu-Gi-Oh card without doing a Yu-Gi-Oh card for the show.
Yeah.
It looks like a cool card though, like holographic. They look
Yeah,
cool.
and I wish the artwork were better. It's kind of just like here's some shapes that make a dragon.
Mm-hmm. So he is chatting online with Ernie because apparently Ernie is the one who has this card.
And Ernie
And
looks like you right now.
Ernie, yeah, so yeah, I'm in my PJs with my bed head. And I'm intentionally like scratching because I love when it's like this sometimes and I can just woo. Because I'm gonna wear a hat to work, so like I don't really give a shit. I can
When it
just
looks like you're from like the 70s like synth pop band.
When I look like flock of seagulls, yeah.
I was gonna say
Iran.
you're one fucking gel slick forward from being a flock of seagulls.
Hmm. Yeah, Ernie, who's just gross. He's always got stains on his shirt. His hair
Oh
always has
God. Oh my God.
that
He's
gross
so sick.
in the back. He looks greasy. So he, because Lewis is like, "How much is the card?" And he says, "I'll give it to you if I can have a date with your sister, Ren." Then we get introduced to Ren, and I
And
think
who is
this show,
she?
this pilot, and maybe it's just because for me, like I know this show better than the previous ones we talked about. Like I couldn't help but notice how well this show established their characters in this pilot. Like I feel
Oh,
like immediately you
absolutely.
understood who they are from all these
Well, because
characters.
you mean like everyone who's like a baseline main character.
Yeah, like what like you like obviously Ren and Lewis you get to know, but like we immediately understand that Tweety is like hot to all the girls. Like that's his
Yeah.
thing because that a lot of his storyline is like him dating girls. You when Donnie gives the gift of photos of himself to Ren for her birthday, you immediately know who Donnie is.
Donnie's a conceited ass himbo. Yeah.
Like yeah, stupid. Like you
The
totally get it.
parents, you haven't really met them, but like you can tell that they're super uptight just because of the way they're dressed, the fact that they get the whole family together to do this like present thing, and they're like,
And you
oh
can tell
my,
that they love Ren and that
but
they
they,
don't really like they know Lewis always lets them down.
yeah,
Um, and then with Tawny, you can tell that she has that like snark and she's more of like an outsider when you meet her at the
because
mall for the first time.
it's so weird. I didn't expect to see her this soon, but then she just goes like, hi guys, what are you doing? Like she's so like judgmental about the situation, and I love it.
Well, and Lewis like, oh hey, how about we go get a corn dog and like trying to get her away from the situation. And her going, no, like you immediately understand the character. So I thought they did
Yeah.
really well there. But so Ren, we get introduced to her, and she is trying to be the number one student volunteer hours wise. She's trying to
At
beat,
15,
yes, she
girly
trying
pop,
to beat Adrian Dunmore. She needs 4 more hours to meet her, to beat her. Um,
like bitch, 11 hours ain't shit. As someone who used to volunteer at the library after school, I would get an hour and a half every fucking day.
wow. I also love that when Twitty finds out that Lewis is trying to scheme and get this date with Ren for Ernie, that he says, because he's like, Ren's not going to do this for you. And he says, she calls you a slug. And then Lewis says, that's because she loves me right down to the ground. I thought that was very funny.
It's such a good little bit.
Yeah, but that's
Oh,
because she loves me right all the way down to the ground, okay?
I love this is another good thing that you can tell about the characters. It's like when that girl comes up to Tweety and she goes, "Hey, Alan," he goes, "Hey," and then you know that you
Yeah,
immediately can also tell that Lewis is bad with girls because he goes, "What's up?" and they just walk
yeah.
away,
That's
and
another
Tweety's
thing.
like,
You
"What?"
immediately understand what the dynamic of Twitty and Lewis is going to be for the show.
Yeah,
You immediately
instantly.
understand that dynamic. Like we said at home, Ren gets some birthday gifts from everyone but Lewis because Lewis said he forgot, obviously, and he
But
says like,
also, what the
"Oh, I
fuck? Everyone
ordered something online. It'll be here soon."
everyone's expected to give you gifts on your birthday. Like, what the fuck is that? They're like, "And where's your gift,
I
Lewis?"
go, "Lewis, not again."
Like, what the hell? What the hell is this? And what the hell?
Mhm.
And what the hell even is that?
And so Lewis is trying to scheme, trying to get her to meet her at the mall with her knowing that it's a date. So he's like, "Oh, will you go to the mall with me?" She says no. So he decides to make up the adopt a friend program so that she will hang out with Ernie, who is a very needy boy, quote unquote. Um,
God, so sick and twisted. So sick and twisted.
so sick and twisted that it just might work. And it
Honestly,
does.
and it did.
So at the mall, um Ren's there ready to get her hours to hang out with this loser. Lewis has second thoughts when Ernie shows up because his vibe,
He's nasty as fuck. He is.
He looks
You would.
disgusting.
He looks like he just came out of a trash can at a ballpark, like covered in mustard, mayonnaise, and probably hot dog debris.
Yes, so he's like, I'm not sure about you dating my sister. And then Ernie's like, look at the card, look at this shapes card. Look at this card with all the
Oh
shapes.
god, disgusting.
And he says, I'll give you the card at the end of the day after I get my goodbye kiss.
Ugh. I love Ren though when she like meets Ernie. She's like, Ernie, don't listen to my brother. I listen.
You can talk to me about anything.
And it
I
sounds like
listen.
from his perspective, it sounds like she's like interested, right? But then from her perspective, she's just condescending as fuck and being like,
She's
you
like
look
talking
I think she
slowly.
I think she thinks he's either stupid or poor or
Yeah.
both.
Well, and then we have a montage. Ernie hanging out. Ernie's being gross
The
the
ice
whole
cream.
time.
Ugh.
Yes. And then Ren and Ernie run into Tawny. This is our first time meeting Tawny.
Yes,
And
Tawny.
Lewis tries to intervene before Ren can reveal the Adopt a Friend program, and Tawny can call it out, saying, "You're
That ain't
being
true.
played. You
You're
are
being
being
scammed,
played,
girl.
girl."
It was a
And
lie. It was all a lie. He lied.
I was just about to say it.
Yes.
And then we see, yeah, Lewis takes Tawny to go get a corn dog, and Ren and Ernie go to the photo booth to take pictures. Oh, so cute. Ah, ha, ha, ha. And that's what ends up being her downfall.
That's no evidence. I'm gonna say this: if you ever go on a date, no evidence, nothing. Don't take pics. Don't post about it because the worst thing that happens.
Wear a mask, a ski mask over your head so no one can see that it's you.
Disguise your bone structure with makeup. Because nothing is worse than when you go on a date and it goes bad, and you're like, oh god, now this
And,
person and this
and
and
then
like the
someone
other
posts
person's like
about
really
it.
into you. Yeah. Or opposite, you post about it being like, guys, I'm so excited for this date. And then it goes bad and you're like, well, delete post.
Um, so Ren, uh, er, Ernie gives Lewis the card saying, I didn't get my kiss, but it's better than that. She likes me because he thinks that her kindness throughout this whole thing has been her liking him. Um,
Well, as someone who can't discern between kindness and flirtiness,
well, and he did for to him, it's a date, so he just thinks
that's
that she's into
true.
him.
That's
So he has
true.
no reason to not believe that
That she
she
actually
likes
is there
him.
for him.
But
Yeah.
although, like, look at her face sometimes. Like when you trade ice creams with her, look at her face. She's not into this, you know.
At that
Come.
point, well, yeah.
And then we see Ren looking at a necklace in the jewelry store window, and Lewis notices that. But back at school, Ren goes to the counselor and talks about the Adopt a Friend program and
And she's
says,
like,
like,
Ren, that's
the,
great, but this ain't real.
yeah, I love her because she's just like, this would put you ahead of Adrian Dunmore if it existed, but it doesn't,
You hadn't
bitch.
wasted your fucking time.
Hmm. She says, because she shows the counselor the picture, and the counselor says, it sounds like it to me. Juan is coughing. Also, what's your background that I'm looking at?
An angel.
Okay.
I think it's like a painting from a what's that monster magic the Gathering.
Okay. Angle. So Ernie
Sorry, I
has
had to
now
hack up a phlegm.
you're good. Ernie has shown the photo around to his friends, and everyone is laughing at Ren. I love
They're
those
all
two.
gonna laugh at you.
I love those two extras. Like it's like the last two, and like there's a lot of time. Like the camera focuses on them, and it's just like
Yeah,
them going, "Oh, look at you!" Like they weren't very good at acting. They
it
just
was
go,
great.
"Oh, look at you."
It's so good.
Um, I'm sure Paul Owen did his best to direct them. We're just bad actors. Um, but so Jewel is Ren's friend name in the show that we never see her again. Um, she's the one that tells Ren everyone thinks that Ernie Morton is her main guy.
That's such
And
a
then
good
she
way.
says, I'm gonna ruin his life.
I'll end him right here and right now.
Yes, so she said, Ernie, I wouldn't hang out with you if you were the last boy ever.
If you were the last boy on Earth, if you were the last boy on this planet, if you were the yeah,
Yeah.
she's going
Um,
in the
yes.
best way that Disney and an eighth grader can go.
hmm So obviously Ernie is hurt by this, and then now he kind of becomes the butt of the joke. And then
But also, like, you're dating someone, you're gonna go around being like, "Hey guys, look who
he shouldn't
I'm
have done
dating."
that. He's still like in the wrong for that as well.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't just be going around saying that you're dating someone.
Well, that just sounds that's
Well,
that's
because
terrible.
we weren't dating. He's like, I'm just telling people we're moving in that direction, but like
But
it
why
was
would you tell
one
everyone?
time. Yeah, it was one time.
That's
Calm
like
down.
that's like if me and I don't know, an a famous wizard dad were
Yeah.
to if he just broke
Yes.
up with the person that he's with and he just decided to start dating me. And then I went around, guys, guess who I'm dating? And then I posted it everywhere. Like that's so shitty.
Mm.
What if I
And
was supposed to
David
be like,
Deluise, if you're listening, Juan's DMs are open.
they're open and so am I.
So Ren tells Lewis that he has reached a new low. And then this is the scene where he's like hanging on the back of the door. And he gives her
Iconic.
the necklace that she was looking at the mall. He says that he decided to
Because
trade in the card and
yeah, because she
get the
goes in and
necklace
she's like,
for
I
him.
know you sold me out for a Draco Malfoy card or whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah.
And
Um,
so he
and
sold they pulled a what's that Christmas story where I sold my pocket watch, I sold my hair.
I don't know. Anyways,
Okay.
what is that from the movie A Christmas Story?
No, it's like a famous like thing where it's like the husband had a pocket watch but no chain and the wife had like beautiful hair but no
Oh,
comb and they each sold each other's like precious thing to get them the other like what the other
mm,
needed.
like Emmett
And it's,
Otter's Jug Band Christmas, where
yes.
he sold the wash tub and she sold the whatever, and they both were trying to get each other gifts for Christmas.
Yes. Very
Same
that.
thing. But she says thank you. She's still mad, but she is like, this is like the nicest thing anyone's ever done. But like it still shouldn't have all led to this. Like we shouldn't have had to get all these steps for you to give me this nice necklace.
Yeah.
So he points out that she only hung out with Ernie because it benefited her and she doesn't even know him. Like, you weren't exactly the best person in the situation either. You still like were condescending to him. You thought he was a poor loser.
I mean, he's not wrong,
Yeah. So then she
but
realizes
he's
she
also
needs
not
to
right.
apologize to Ernie. So she does that at school. And she points out that if Ernie acted like less of a jerk, more people want to hang out with him.
Yeah, because he's a shit.
Yeah, well, because we have that montage where they show that he's
We're right.
stealing candy from a baby.
Yeah, because Steven, oh my God. Because Lewis is being like, he's such a nice guy. He always gives back to the community, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, as he's saying all these nice things, it's all the
Yeah.
visuals of all the negatives. Yeah.
And she ends up giving him the necklace. What I don't get.
Stupid.
Why would you give him the necklace?
Like, girl, you already have that. Keep it.
And what's he gonna do with that?
Go get his card back. I don't know.
Wear it?
I thought she kept it because I was like, oh, maybe like in all the other episodes we see that necklace on her like as like a running like through line. But nope.
Nope. They end up hugging, and then Ernie gets his friend take a photo because he's still
He's still a skis.
sleazy. Yeah. And we see that Ren turns around and freeze frame. That's where the episode ends, where she's getting angry that
Jump scare.
yes, this photo is being taken. So that's the pilot. What do you think of the pilot for the
Iconic.
first? Because you had never seen it
Literally,
before.
literally fucking iconic. It can only
Mm-hmm.
go up from here. Like literally, this is so good already. Like I know I liked a couple of the other pilots that we've seen, but like this is it. This is the fucking I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna
Now
make
this
this
is pod racing.
this is pod
This is
racing.
Disney Channel.
Like this is so good. And like I said, like this is literally the blueprint because every show that came after that, exact. not exact, but like similar structure to Even Stevens in regards to
Mm-hmm.
like how they handle the characters, how they do these episodic stories, right? Like that have, you know, little through lines, like little connective tissue here and there, but it's so good. It's so good.
Um, yeah, so this was the pilot, and then we'll do another episode review. I think we should do maybe because maybe we should do a poll of like three iconic episodes, and then you guys pick which one for us to review. So I maybe like the musical one, the band on the roof
And maybe
episode,
the sibling or the scary one. The scary one's also good.
the scary
But
one.
I think the Lizzie McGuire scary episode, the Halloween episode, is a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any other Even Stevens one that really like stick out?
I think again, it's the fucking Donnie one.
Why is that the one that
I
sticks
don't
out to
know.
you? That's not
I
like
always think about it.
it's not like one of the big ones.
No, it's so weird that I like know this one a lot. Um, the sibling rivalry run is also really good, where they're on the game show. Maybe that's like season 3.
Yes, maybe we yeah, that is a good one as well.
The one with the
Um,
money, that one's also good.
the money.
They find like that like bunch like this that abandoned like plot of cash.
I don't recall.
There's an episode about money.
Or we could do the one where Ren and Tawny kiss, which is just called The Kiss in season 3. Oh my
Ren
God, do
and
you
Tawny.
Ren no, no, they're not Ren and Tawny, Lewis and Donnie.
Oh, I was like, whoa.
Oh my God, do you remember the one when um Mr. Pookie, Ren's stuffed animal, accidentally gets sold at a garage sale?
Yes, that was so
Um,
sad. We could also do
that
the
was
one
an
where Beans
iconic
gets
one.
introduced.
Yes, which I believe is Secret World of Girls, maybe. We'll put up a poll of maybe like 3 to 5 episodes for y'all to vote on.
Hmm.
Because there's just so many good ones that we all remember.
Shit, let's see. We can even do a Twitter poll and be like, if you want to listen,
Then you
get
better fucking
Patreon.
go. All
Yeah.
right. Well, we'll see you in a couple weeks for whatever episode y'all vote on.
And hopefully I'm not hacking up phlegm.
Hopefully you're better. All right. We will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.